beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. Yes, another reaction video here on Arise. So where Arise will be reviewing newspaper. Yes. The review news paper review. Yeah. So we will be watching, we'll be seeing what they have to talk about in this video, where our headline is Akpabio and not Natasha. That one will not, we don't know when it will end right now. Every newspaper now in Nigeria, that is one of the headlines. So just bear in mind that one will come, and we will hear what Mr. Keke have to say in that matter. A lot of things Saraki has, order our president on what to do in this matter. What is his name? Achiko has ordered. Everybody is just dropping his own opinion. Anyway, my beautiful people, before we continue, this is Arise News, where they will be revealing of newspaper. Yes, let's just watch together. Please drop your own opinion in the comment section. What is your thought on this matter, or what is your take on whatever we are going to watch on this revealing of newspaper on Arise Morning Show. So let's just continue, and I will come back and just give my own opinion on this matter. Thank you.
Komolaft, good to have you around. Okay, let's go straight into it, KK. Of course, as always, we'll start with this day, the newspaper of record. I think, of course, that we should start from the lead story, not from top to bottom, like we always do. And it says, my wife confided in me about our interactions with Akpabio. Natasha's husband reveals. That, of course, is in a number of other papers. I think Tribune also led with it. So that's staying with the story of the week, shall we say? If not the story of the month.
There says harassment.
Oh yes, I will read. Absolutely, I will read the what are they called? The riders. Says harassment persisted despite his intervention. Urges Senate Akpabio to treat his wife with respect and dignity. Saraki calls for transparent investigation. Let your husband defend himself. Natasha advises Senate President's wife. Akpabio's wife slams 250 billion naira suit against Kogi Senator. Keke, I know you'll come to this later, but we'll still look at all the other stories. But I know that this is what the Yorubas will call Ishua Tanyonyo, Yam Pepe, scatter. Everybody is now getting in the ring. The spouses are involved. I hope.
Senate President.
Former Senate President. Interesting, but your views will be very important. On top of that, just like the Akpabio story that we discussed earlier, on top of that story, Abiola family tackles Babangida, says memoir reopens wounds, painful memories. And the writers again insist lessons from June 12 have not been learned. Ishola Williams counters Babangida, says he prepared Abacha to succeed him, which of course is a way to debunk the fact that Babangida claimed that he was afraid of Abacha and the gang, that was Abacha that led the thing. But, Ishola Williams here is saying, you prepared him to succeed you. You stepped aside in 1993 August, for Abacha to come in. And then on top of that story, Atiku, fake Governor Saraki, Wike pray for peaceful United Nigeria at Ramadan. That's what that story is on page 12. This is day 2, I believe, of Ramadan. 30 days it will all be. And that's the former Vice President Atiku and the Federal Executive Council, Governor Saraki, Wike, praying for peaceful United Nigeria in the holy month of Ramadan. On top of the masthead, Adesanya writes Tinubu for amicable settlement of $2.3 billion Mambila hydro project dispute. And of course, the window story is also on the oil sector. After $5 billion Bonga North FID, federal government eyes $2 billion new investments in oil sector by end of Q1 of 2025. Those are the stories, KK. Natasha's husband has spoken. Akpabio's wife has sued. Everybody's in the ring. It's a battle royale, isn't it? KK.
Thank you, Steve. Yeah.
You're welcome, sir.
I think before all that, it would be in order to say Ramadan Kareem.
Ramadan Kareem.
To all our Muslim viewers,
Right.
as they fast. Yeah. Well, you permit me to exercise my prerogative as the reviewer.
Absolutely.
To start with what I regard as very important stories. You know, the window, both the window story and the strip behind it, the economic stories. You know,
Yeah.
and to try to draw a link between the two. The window story is celebrating the fact that Nigeria is eyeing, making a drive for investments, you know, in the oil and gas sectors of $2 billion. The strip story too is also an economic story,
It is.
you know, although with some legal flavor. And that story is about a case that is in arbitration in Paris, you know. And what is involved there too is over $2 billion. That is that, God forbid, if Nigeria loses that case, you know, that means that we will be liable, you know, to pay. What is involved, you know, is the value, you know, of what is in dispute there. It's a contract which is valued at over $2 billion. You know. Now, the story, the strip story, why I said that is very important, is that more than 22 years ago, you know, about 22 years ago, a company, Sunrise Power and Transmission Company Limited, you know, is alleging that there was a contract between that company and the Nigerian government to build the Mambila hydropower, you know, project, you know, which was, if it had been executed, now we'll be having about 3,050 megawatts of electricity, which will serve about 50 million people in northern Nigeria. Now, the company claimed that a contract was signed with the Obasanjo government. Later, the Obasanjo government claimed that there was no, there was no approval, that the contract was not signed. Now, Otumba Leno Adesoya now has taken the case to arbitration in Paris. The matter is still on there. Two former presidents, Olusegun Obasanjo and Mohamed Buhari, have been to Paris to testify, you know, on a very patriotic note, you know, on behalf of Nigeria. You know, former attorneys general have also been to Paris, you know, prosecuting the case. But the news from, what is new about it now is that Otumba Adesoya has now, has reportedly, you know, written a letter to President Tinubu, you know, asking for an amicable settlement, you know, of the matter, and that the president of the International Chambers of Commerce Court, you know, which is handling the arbitration in Paris, is also favorably disposed, you know, to settlement, you know. Why this story is very important is that, you know, it would be good if it could be amicably settled, and that Nigeria will not be liable, you know, to be paying, you know, billions of dollars. You know, we still remember the case of P&I case, so that we don't have it in our, you know. So I think it's something that is worth, you know, it is encouraging, you know, that an amicable path is being charted, you know, to resolve the matter. Then on the Abiola, on the Babangida book, you know, the response from the Abiola family, you know, which was given by the first son, of Basharu Abiola, who, I say the father, the son of Basharu, the first son of Basharu Abiola, Mr. Akpabio, it's also a very important intervention, because just like he said, the book coming 32 years after the presidential election of June 12, 1993, has actually reopened the old wounds. Mm-hmm. But again, that brings one, again, is to emphasize the fact that what is happening is expected. Mm. In fact, it will be strange if Babangida writes a book and it does not generate a controversy. So I think that is what we should say. There is nothing surprising about the controversy. But perhaps this now should engender further books to be written, so that we have as many versions of the story as possible, so that future historians will have sufficient raw materials, on which there could be a rigorous, interrogation, or that conjunction in our history, so that there will be a proper deconstruction, of what actually happened, but in a more rigorous, non-partisan, form, and so whatever you may say, Babangida is entitled to tell his own side of the story, which he has done. And his own side of the story that he has done is very significant, because it's a version that if you don't have it, then you cannot say that you're having the complete story. So I think that the way a more constructive view of it should be that if there are already like it's been acknowledged, there have also been other versions. For instance, the book of Professor Humphrey Nwosu, who was the chairman of the National Electoral Commission that conducted the election, is a very important one that people should also read, along with this. Just as the account of Professor Omo Omori, who was heading an agency that was very crucial, to the Babangida transition program, and so our other books. So the thing is, instead of pillaring Babangida, I think the thing should be, if there are other versions, yes, and I can say that there are people who are also working on their own memoirs, their own books that will have it, so that like I said, that perhaps those people who are not even born on June 12, 1993, who are now part of the controversy on the social media, so that they will be sufficiently informed, yes, and they will have ample materials on which they could be properly be part of the debate. Okay. Now, I'm not avoiding this there's this old journalistic saw. I still will know that they say sex sells, for journalism. So for news people, But I think on a more serious note, I think the counsel by the former Senate President, Bukola Saraki, is one that should be noted. And that is that in all this, yes, you have to look at the integrity and the image of the institution, because the Senate is a very, important institution, just, as the upper arm of the National Assembly, in all this, that while the rights of individuals, should be protected, but also, yeah, we must also look at the institutional, the institutional implication. Secondly, I'll endorse the view of Senator Ireti Kingibe, that in all this, that what we should be talking about is the kind of debate we should be having from National Assembly on issues. From the interview that she granted. Yes, and that is why I deplore, young people, on the social media and the rest, who are insulting. Excuse me. Yes, no. This is my own view. You have expressed your view. This is my own view. Let me just say, I say I deploy because to me it is insolent. Somebody was here yesterday, saying that what Senator Ireti said is quite unintelligent, is incoherent or whatever. That is our own view. Yes. Just as you have your own view to express. Yes.
Yes.
This culture of intolerance, I mean, mannerlessness, in the I mean, it should be condemned. Yeah. People, I mean, if there's a debate, people have the right to express their own views, and people must show respect. You may disagree with people, but you must do it in a very decent, polite way. Yeah. I mean, that is the culture of debate in which we grow up. But this idea of leaving the argument and insulting the person who is making the argument, it should not be tolerated. It should be condemned. Again, she expressed her view. There are people who may not agree with her view, and it's legitimate for them to disagree. Yes. But you don't have to express them. Because what she's saying, and I also agree with Senator Olujimi. They are talking from a very mature, experience in the position. Senator Olujimi was the Senate.
By the way, says that the Senate is meant for the elderly.
No, I don't like the way you waited to listen to Steve. I was asking you a question, and I asked you.
Okay, I listened to you now.
What view did you endorse? That's all I asked. Which view?
Okay,
that's
exactly.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I'm very sorry about that. Okay, I'm sorry about that. Now, the view that I endorse is that which Senator Reti made on our rise was that Reti King made that the Senate should be focusing on issues. If we were having controversy, in the Senate, the disagreement, debate, and which the public should also join, it should be on issues. For instance, there is the tax issue. So if people are talking, that certain senators are taking this position on the tax bill, and some other senators have different views, and me and you are saying that we support this function. And it's more productive. So he's saying that the focus of the Senate should be on issues, and on that point, our position for me is unassailable.
All right. Are you saying marginalization of women is not an issue to be discussed in the Senate, given that there are only 4 women senators in the Senate? Is that what you're saying?
I have not.
I'm just asking.
I have not.
Because that is the grounds of many Nigerians.
No, I have not said that. If you like to know, I'm a male feminist.
Yes. I know that.
I'm a Marxist feminist. I'm telling you this.
I want to balance the topic. That's all.
I was part of the formation of the women in Nigeria more than 40 years ago.
Right.
I'm a feminist. I will never support any form of oppression, or harassment of women. But I'm saying that we must draw a point, whereby the attention, of a very important institution is being diverted. And like Senator, excuse me, and like Senator Saraki said, the Senate, as an institution, has the capacity to deal with this issue. The one that cannot be dealt with, like Libero said, is go to court. And if the matter is in court, let the court settle it.
Okay.
So that is the point. So I'm saying that if anybody is aggrieved from either side, if you feel it's not a matter that can be settled at the Senate, it should go to court. And already suits have been filed. So let the matter be settled in court. And the procedural one, the procedural one that will settle in the Senate. The Senate from what Senator Saraki was saying, has the capacity, to resolve that, and you should explore that.
It has the capacity to resolve that issue and many other. Anyway, I will take this day style, but I want to make my point, and my point is, I am quite disappointed at the fact that you don't think the issue of marginalization should not be addressed the way it should be addressed. Whether or not we are speaking... Wait, can I finish?
No,
I'm saying my opinion.
You can't be disappointed in what has not been suggested.
I'm disappointed at the fact that issues of marginalization should be discussed in public opinion and in the Senate. That is my point. Both, yes. Quite disappointed. All right.
It's a balance between.
This is the balance of my conversation. All right. So we are going to take.
Hello. You have watched this video. What is your take on this one again? Oh, Senator Natasha said, my wife confided in me about the interaction with Akpabio. Hey, so all this while, Natasha has been telling his husband about what Akpabio has been doing. Anyway, my beautiful people, this one, this Akpabio matter and Natasha, nobody knows what to say. So let's just wait. And Akpabio wife suing Natasha for 250 billion. I don't know for what. Why is he suing his Natasha? Has he sit down and ask the husband what really transpire? What really transpire between him and Natasha? Yes. And you see, there's a video I made before this video where former Senator Abiola were saying that they have been in Senate for years. Even Akpabio was there, and they have never heard something like that. Yeah, because maybe he did not like anybody there, any female gender there. He did not like them. So Natasha is a very beautiful lady, and is a beautiful lady and young. So every man would always want to look at her. My problem is not even Natasha Akpabio making advances on Natasha. That is main character. That is main, that is what God has used to cause them. That you men will not use your eyes and see a beautiful lady. But my problem, if I thought allegedly, if what Natasha is talking about that is true, my main problem there is that Akpabio himself knows that Natasha is a married woman. You see, what somebody cannot do to you is don't do it to another person, no matter what it takes. Even though you have that power, even though you are God, you have that power in your hands. You will not look down on another person, because you know that if your wife is a public figure, or the way your wife is a public figure, and one day you heard that somebody is doing advances on your wife, as you yourself, you will not be happy. You will not be happy, because you believe that, I have power. I don't know. I'm just talking, or allegedly I'm talking. If because that you have power, then you want to use that power on somebody. So you want to use it to oppress others. That's what I'm trying to say. Because for Natasha coming out to spill these beans, to say everything like that, to expose a lot of things, I don't know what to say, because it's hard. Because it's not only Akpabio that is in that Senate. It's not only Akpabio that is in that, no matter that is a Senate president. So for Natasha coming out to, speak this way, and you as a wife, you are suing Natasha to court you are suing her to pay you 250 billion. Anyway, my beautiful people, I don't know what to think about it. And for the Babangida book that he wrote concerning June 12th, Abiola a family has come out. Everybody will come out now. Even though it's me, I will come out. Did you know what is it? Do you know what the implication? Because of that incident, I lost my husband. Because of that incident, I lost my father. Because of that incident, I lost my uncle. Because of that incident, I lost my director. Because of something that my husband won this election, my father won this election, my director won this election, my uncle won this election, and you use, because you are in power, and you turn it upside down, that led to my father buying. And now you are coming out to tell us that I was afraid of Abacha gang, I was afraid of Abacha this, because Abacha is not there to speak. Because you know that Abacha is not there to speak. Why didn't you allow Abacha to face? Just put the man there, hand over to the man. If Abacha want to be a head of state, let him go and battle with the man. You are saying you are afraid of Abacha. You are doing because Abacha is no more there to speak. Anyway, my beautiful people, I don't know what you think about this matter, about this newspaper review. Please drop your own opinion in the comment section, you know, because all these things, Nigeria, I don't know when Nigeria will be better. I don't know. Anyway, for me, what I really think, if Natasha have enough evidence, anyway, I don't even know. Even though Natasha have evidence already, everybody, all the people in the Senate, even the King IBB, Senator King IBB has come out. A lot of people in the Senate has come out to talk against Natasha. So I don't really know what she will do to win this case. I don't know, because everybody is against her. Everybody. I have watched a lot of video concerning this Natasha issue. Everybody is against Natasha. Everybody is talking against her. The only person maybe that is supporting her will be maybe her husband. Apart from that, her colleagues in Senate, everybody is talking against her. Anyway, Natasha, I don't know how it will be. Just if you know that your conscience is clear and you are speaking the truth, just leave everything to God, because this case will be so hard for you to win the case, because already now people are not, they have not, the court sitting has not taken place. People in the Senate, they are talking against you. Everybody is blasting you. Everybody is blaming you. Everybody is, one thing or the other. Anyway, my beautiful people, if you have watched this video to this time, thank you very much. What is your take on this? What did you think about this video? Please drop it in the comment section. Thank you, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye for now.